Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Azin Zahedi. This is part 2 of my Ableton tutorial series. In the previous episode, we explored the first icon in Ableton, which is File. In this video, we're going to dive into the second icon, Edit. Here is a clear and simple explanation of each edit menu option in Ableton Live. When you open Ableton without any project or content loaded, many of the edit menu options like cut, copy, paste, delete, undo, redo, etc. appears grayed out because there's nothing to apply those actions to. Many reasons why this happens. 1. No track or clip is selected. You need to add and select something in the project first. 2. The project is completely empty. When you launch Ableton with no tracks, audio or MIDI clips, the edit options have nothing to act on. 3. Focus is on certain areas like the browser or global settings. In those cases, some edit options might be available. Simple fix. Add a new track, audio or MIDI, or drag an audio MIDI file into the project once something is there and selected. The edit options will become active. If you want a more specific explanation, feel free to send a screenshot of your screen and I'll take a closer look. As you see, now these icons are available. 3. Duplicate. Make an exact copy of the selected clip or note and put it right after the original. 4. Active-deactive clips. The active-deactive clips option in the Edit menu available in Ableton Live 12 and partially via shortcuts in Live 11 allows you to mute or unmute selected clips without deleting them. What it does, when a clip is deactivated, it won't play back. It turns gray in the arrangement or session view. It stays in your project so you can re-enable it anytime. 5. Select all. Select everything in the current view, clips, notes, etc. 6. Select loop, deactivate loop. The options select loop and deactivate loop specifically affect the looping of clips. These options are available in various versions, but they are more accessible in Live 12 compared to earlier versions. Select loop. When you choose this option, it automatically selects the looped section, the yellow loop markers of the clip. This makes it easy to directly interact with the loop section of the clip, allowing for quick edits or adjustments. In other words, it helps you focus on the specific area of the clip that's looped. Deactivate loop. This option deactivates the looping of the clip. When you deactivate the loop, the clip will play only once and won't repeat. The yellow loop markers will return to their default state, indicating that the loop is no longer active. 7. Group, ungroup. In Ableton Live, the group and ungroup functions under the Edit menu are used to organize and manage clips, tracks, or devices. The function depends on what you are selecting. 1. Group and ungroup in arrangement or session view tracks. Group. When you select multiple tracks and press group, Ableton creates a group track that contains them. This is useful for organizing, applying effects to the group, controlling volume together, or automating them as one unit. Ungroup breaks apart the group and returns the tracks to separate individual tracks. 2. Group, ungroup in device chains, instruments, effects. When you're inside a track and select multiple devices like instrument or effects, group will place them into a rack, instrument rack or effect rack. This allows you to use macro controls, layer sounds, or manage multiple effects as one unit. Ungroup removes them from the rack and places them back individually in the device chain. 8. Cut time, paste time, duplicate time, delete time. Cut time. This removes the selected time range, including automation and clips, and places it on the clipboard. Paste time. This pastes the time range that was cut or copied, shifting exciting material forward to make space. Duplicate time. This duplicates the selected time range, including all clips and automations, immediately after the selection. Delete time. This deletes the selected time range and shifts everything after it backward to close the gap. 9. Rename, edit info text. Rename. This allows you to change the name of a selected track, clip, device, return channel, or marker. It's helpful for keeping your project organized. Edit info text. This lets you write custom notes or descriptions for the selected item, like a clip, device, or track. The info will appear in the info view at the bottom left when you hover over that item. Great for labeling and leaving reminders or instructions. 10. Solo track, arm track, freeze track, flatten track. In Ableton Live, these functions in the edit menu do the following. Solo track mutes all other tracks so you can hear only the selected track, useful for focused listening. Arm track prepares the selected track for recording. You must arm a track before recording MIDI or audio into it. Freeze track renders the track with all its devices and effects into temporary audio. This reduces CPU load and lets you work with complex setups more easily. Flatten track converts a frozen track into a regular audio track by replacing it with the rendered audio. This commits all effects and instrument sounds into one audio file. 11. Split, consolidate. In Ableton Live, these two edit functions are very useful for working with clips. Split. This cuts a clip at the current playhead cursor position or selection. It divides one clip into two or more separate parts. Consolidate. This combines multiple selected clips or a single edited clip into one new continuous clip. It also bounces any warp markers, fades, or edits into the new clip. Great for cleaning up and organizing your arrangement. 12. Quantize setting. In Ableton Live, quantize snaps selected notes or clips to the nearest bit or subdivision, making the timing more precise and aligned with the grid. It's useful for tightening up rhythms. Quantize setting allows you to choose the grid value, like 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, etc., and adjust the strengths, which controls how strongly the notes are pulled to the grid. 1% equals fully snapped, less equals more natural feel. In short, quantize equals automatic rhythm correction. Quantize settings equals customize how that correction is applied. As you know, we talked about the quantize with the grid. But what is grid? Grid means the invisible or visible timing lines on the timeline or MIDI editor that divide time into equal parts. These divisions help you align notes, clips, automation, and events precisely. Types of grids. 1. Arrangement view grid. This is the timeline grid where you arrange audio and MIDI clips. 2. MIDI editor grid. Inside MIDI clips, it shows where notes are played in time. 3. Automation grid. For drawing automation that snaps to time divisions. Grid setting. You can right-click on the grid in either view to see. As you see, fixed grid uses in a constant value like 1/4, 1/8, 1/16 notes, etc. Adaptive grid changes automatically based on zoom level. Triplet grid divides beats into triplets, used for swing, groovy feel. And off turns snapping off, allows free placement. Why grid matters? For beginners, helps keep everything in time and clean. Great for learning rhythm and beat structure. Makes sure loops start and end perfectly. Helps in quantizing MIDI or audio correctly. And for professionals, crucial for tight editing and sound design precision. Helps create complex rhythms, triplets, swing, polyrhythms. Used for automation, accuracy, and fine control. Enables precise layering in drums, synths, etc.